joining us on our first ever virtual town hall. We are trying something new. My name is Brianna Saunders. I'm the Public Relations Chair. I will be your host this evening. The mission of the National Society of Black Engineers is to increase the number of culturally responsible Black engineers who excel academically, succeed professionally, and positively impact the community. Please see the top chat located on the right of your screen. We'll be taking questions and comments from the top chat throughout the Hangout. The purpose of this Hangout is to help you get to know us as an organization and as leaders. It is also to find out what you, the member, needs. Next, we will introduce the present board members, starting with Catherine Johnson, our Vice Chair.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Catherine Johnson. I currently serve as the Vice Chair. And Brianna, let me know, is there any other details that you guys want us to give?
Anything you want.
Okay, well, I'm bubbly, pretty fun, energetic, and I like to talk a lot. So I'll do my best to sort of make sure everybody gets a chance to talk.
Deanna?
Hi, everyone. My name is Deanna Walker. I've been serving as one of the co-PCI chairs for this year. I guess it's been a fun, exciting year because this was our first year kicking off the district-wide NSBE Junior chapter. So as the years go on, I hope that we do continue it. So, and I guess I'll pass it to Lucretia, my co-chair.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lucretia. As Deanna said, I am the other PCI co-chair. It's been a pleasure serving as PCI co-chair and launching several initiatives and working with students and the professionals as we fulfill the NSBE mission.
Elizabeth?
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Whiting. I'm this year's secretary.
Jason?
Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Augustine. I'm this year's programs chair. Looking forward to an exciting year and hearing back from you all.
Okay, Lyle.
Good afternoon, family. Lyle Gladney coming from you live from the campus of Mississippi State University. Had the pleasure of serving this year as your membership chair, and looking forward to an exciting call.
Is Michael next?
I'm Michael Barton. I currently serve as your CI chair.
And last but not least, Alexa.
Hi, I'm Alexa. I am the parliamentarian.
Okay, thank you guys. Any questions from our? Okay, so this is like a fun question, just to change up the subject. How many times have you seen Black Panther? We're gonna go around the circle.
All right, I guess I'm first. I've only seen it once. I felt that was plenty enough times for me, but I know that it is coming out on DVD soon, and I will be acquiring that movie.
Okay. I'm personally hyped about the Avengers coming out Friday. So,
I've seen the movie twice. I even got really excited and bought like the Black Panther bear at Build-A-Bear. So.
Hey. Got some swag, Okay. On to leadership. I want to give our parliamentarian a chance to talk about the upcoming elections.
Oh, okay. I was like, I've seen Black Panther 3 times. I was like, oh, we're going on to a new question. Oh, and I already have my ticket for Avengers. Yeah, don't waste time. We are now accepting applications for 2018-2019. All positions are open and available for applicants. The last day to submit an application along with your resume attached is Saturday, April, somebody help me out, 28th? That sounds right. Is it the 28th?
Yes.
Thank you, Deanna. So that's last day to submit applications. And then once we have that, then the ballot will be prepared and we will start voting, hopefully on Tuesday, May 1st.
Thank you, Alexa.
You're most welcome.
Catherine. Yes.
Hey, by chance, if anybody's listening into this call right now, could you guys drop us a comment in the top chat on the YouTube, down below? That's what all the YouTubers do. But don't subscribe. You can just drop us a comment so we can see who all is here today. I appreciate that.
So what happened?
Yeah, it looks like we lost a couple people. We good?
Deanna, Lau, Lucretia, and Liz.
Okay.
So there might have been a drop in the network connection or something.
I saw Lucretia left a message.
Deanna just commented that she somehow got dropped off. And Elizabeth said so as well.
Okay.
So, while we wait for them to come back on, anybody else seen Black Panther? Or how many times?
So I've only seen it once. I saw it a little bit later than everybody else. So it was about 3 weeks in. So there were so many spoilers and memes on the internet that I was like, okay, I can't be on the internet anymore without going to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I took about 2 weeks to see it. I almost got outcasted by the Black community in Atlanta. So I went immediately to go. Can't wait for the DVD to come out.
Digital is May 8th. And then the other format is May 15th.
Awesome.
All right, seems like we have some shy people in the YouTube chat. I see Irving just said hello. Hey, Irving. Nice to see you.
How did you all initially hear about the Atlanta Professionals chapter?
For me, I initially heard about the Atlanta Professionals chapter, I think, just through one of my coworkers. I happened to join I joined the Facebook group for the NSBE Atlanta Professionals. So from there, I knew about the meetings. So I attended a couple meetings, and then last year I decided to run for a position.
Is everybody all on the Facebook?
What did you say?
Is everybody on the Facebook group?
I'm not sure.
No.
This is Catherine. I don't believe that I'm on the Facebook group either. I rarely use it. However, I am following on Twitter and Instagram, and I do enjoy seeing our pictures from all of the PCI events and all of our cool events. I actually heard about NSBE. It was a while back, but I know I was in graduate school. I went to one of the events, and I actually met Lyle, who actually introduced me to NSBE and other NSBE professionals, and encouraged me to come back. Now, you know, whenever you're writing your thesis, it's a little stressful, but I did eventually come back after I graduated, and I made that connection. That's my little story.
So I'll jump in. Can everyone hear me? I'm sorry. Not if you can hear me. Outstanding. So I actually attended a professional development conference when it was in Atlanta. I don't remember how many years ago that was, but I met a guy named Brian Rogers. I know the board knows him, probably many on the call know him as well, and he was the one that kind of introduced me to the Atlanta Professionals chapter. He hooked me in, and I've been involved ever since.
Does anybody else want to talk about their experience?
I'll chime in. I first heard about NSBE actually through my collegiate career. So I was an officer while I was going to college in AUC at Morehouse College. And even though I may have stepped away for a few years, I made sure I kept my email valid and up to date. So I was just aware of some of the meetings that were going on. And that kind of kept me in the loop. So once I finally got back to Atlanta, I heard about some of the meetings and got involved, and we was inspired by some of the STEM Fest activities we were doing. And that's when I got an email about the positions available, and I decided to come and applied, and luckily I was nominated as the programs chair.
What are some of the events and programs that you were involved in this year? Jason, you can start.
Some of the wonderful events that I was a part of, I would have to honestly kick it off with one of our first meetings where we had with, I believe his name is Michael Campbell, when he discussed BOP TV. I think that really kicked off our stellar year. PCI events, of course, that we host monthly. We do have a PCI event coming up this weekend as well on Saturday, so feel free to join. We also held our Winter Wonderland Festival that we had, which is pretty much just a winter mixer. We do have other programs that are coming up as well, including the bingo event that we do plan on hosting.
Yeah, that winter mixer was pretty fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
I would say when for the summer, we had our summer networking event, I felt that a lot of people came out, which I think that is something that we should, consider as we go on into the next term, just making sure that we're interacting with our members and just making sure that they're staying connected with us.
Okay, I'll jump in. In addition to the BOP TV event and NSBE Junior, sorry, the bells are ringing now. Also, Dale Richardson's presentation I really enjoyed. I'm gonna go back to mute now so you guys can hear. Or I'm gonna try to go back to mute now so you guys.
I enjoyed those bells those are always some fun times whenever, you're out of class and school's changing, you get to where you need to go. But I enjoyed many of our events. Thanks to Lucretia and Deanna for working so hard to put on those PCI events. We're definitely able to put in a bit of big impact to the community, and just being there to show, the children that they matter enough so that we could come there and try and enrich their lives. I think that's something that is very important, and I'm very proud of us. I'm also proud of the STEMology event that was hosted this year by Region 3. Everybody did such a great job. We had some interesting competitions. One of the ones that I participated in, we had just some office supplies. We're building the biggest tower that could withstand the pressure from a fan. And we had the girls against boys. So I felt that it was really fun to work with them. And in the end, all of our structures ended up withstanding the power of the fan. So I felt that it was great that we all got a chance to win and be nervous together whenever our things were up against being tested. But that also, as well as our networking events, just getting to know people and being in the same space and being able to laugh and share experiences, I feel is very important, something that we can continue to do. And also working with the assisted living centers and trying to get those events also goes to not only the younger generation, but our generation that's a little over in age as well. So I do feel that that's important and exciting. I look forward to a lot of better events, and I feel that we've got a good foundation that we formed this year. And I'll pass it back to Brianna.
I know a couple of us had the pleasure of attending the 44th Annual National Convention. And I want to hear some of your thoughts on that experience. I knew it was wonderful. It was my first time back in about 2 or 3 years. So it was awesome feeling that NSBE love. It is honestly like Wakanda. So it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. All the networking opportunities, getting to know other companies and what they do, and that inspiration. Anybody else want to give their thoughts?
All right, nah, I won't talk too much, but I really think that NSBE conventions are very important. For me, it's almost like my energy is like a light bulb, and sometimes that light bulb gets dim from the stress of work, everyday life struggles, traffic in general. And whenever you go to those NSBE conventions, it just really helps recharge that light bulb. It's almost like you get that extra spark, that recharge that you needed. Being around so many other Black engineers that are just like you, they may be in different areas, but they have those same struggles. It's just very empowering to feel that overwhelming energy. You can talk to just about anybody and get their life story, their experiences, and also their advice to help you out. So I definitely recommend that. I made a lot of great connections, met a lot of people, a lot of new people, but it was almost like a reunion because I knew so many people from connections that I made the years before. So NSBE annual convention is always a great experience. I look forward to the next year. And where are we at this year? You guys remind me. We're in Pittsburgh this year.
The city of Motown.
No, we're in
In 2019,
we're in Pittsburgh. We're going to Motown.
Yeah, we're going to Detroit next year.
Detroit.
I guess how we're talking about conferences. Did anyone sign up for the PDC in Houston?
Yep.
This is Catherine. I haven't signed up yet, but I do plan to volunteer, which would give me free registration. Oh, another thing for you guys, if you want to save just a little bit of coin, volunteering is also a great way to really help out with some of the staff and also network. Whenever people see your face, as a volunteer, they really know you. So I always recommend volunteering. But yes, I do plan to attend PDC this year.
Okay. My next question for you all is, what is your day job? We're all working in engineering or STEM, something like that. Me, myself, I'm a traffic engineer. I work for AECOM, which is a consulting firm. Right now, I am working to improve congestion, and I'm a designer. I'm working on the design for Georgia 400.
I guess I'll go. I also work for AECOM, but I work as a water resources engineer. But my job essentially entails dealing with FEMA's flood maps. So if you know anything about flood insurance, that's usually, I guess, like my talking point in terms of like what I do. So just basically affects your flood insurance rates. So.
I just changed jobs last Monday. I was a process engineer at OFS, which is a fiber optic cable manufacturing plant. And now I'm a continuous improvement engineer in the same company. And like I said, I just started Monday, and I'm working with integrating SAP across the plant.
Cool. Well, I'll jump in. I'm currently a logistics analyst at Home Depot. So I currently just manage a few distribution facilities on the West Coast for California. So I handle essentially the inbound freight that comes into the distribution facilities, as well as different shipments that go to various stores. So it could be a shipment that I manage that goes to Atlanta. You might see that product on the store. So just trying to make sure I'm meeting everyone's needs out here.
Sorry, since my mic is still live, I'll go next. So I work for Johnson Controls. Actually, I'm a customer business manager for Johnson Controls. I oversee one of the facility maintenance projects. So at that project, actually, my project is Fulton County Jail. So we take care of all the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, CCTV, special projects, basically the moving parts that are not fundamental to keeping the inmates. We don't do that, but we do take care of the building and the building systems. So that's what I do during the day and night because, the jail doesn't close.
All right. That's so interesting. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that Johnson Controls, I mean, just to know that engineering is so interconnected in our daily lives, that engineers are needed in just about every part of the community. That's pretty cool. Congratulations on your new position, Elizabeth. I hope that it's stress-free and helps you feel a lot better. I'm actually a traffic engineer as well with Brianna, and I'm a traffic signal operations specialist. So that means that I save lives and save nerves on the road by reducing congestion and working with moving people out of the way. So I'll flush people where they need to go and change all of the green lights. And I actually just started a new position on Monday. I recently got like a little small promotion. So now I'm going to be an analyst lead. And I have people that I'm managing now. So working with that is pretty interesting. And I'll pass it back to Leanna.
Did Alexa and Michael share their roles?
I'm a business intelligence analyst. I stay under the radar as much as possible.
I'm a software developer, amongst other things. But yeah, I just pretty much stay busy at work.
So this is a question for all of us as well as the people watching on YouTube. Are there any events that you would like to see in the future?
Like to see a watch party for Black Panther 2.
On that note, a watch party or something of that nature would be nice. I was gonna say a wine tasting or a beer tasting or something.
That could work. Maybe whenever the DVD comes out, we could just have a watch party for Black Panther 1. Which is, people see it multiple times. I hear there's a lot of hidden references and, maybe some Easter eggs that we can find. But I'll pass it on to somebody else.
One thing maybe we could have, I guess, kind of social-wise, and maybe we could have like a chili cook-off or just or like like a bake-off or something like that, and then maybe that could be kind of a way to raise money too. So.
I would say probably, I guess, some different programs around, I guess, professional development, like something on certifications or something like that.
I would suggest maybe a networking event, partnering up with a corporation. So maybe have someone who's in charge of recruiting or someone from an HR department come in and maybe show us some tips that they're looking for on resumes and just maybe grooming us. And that also could help us from a professional development perspective and networking too.
Those are all really good ideas. I like pretty much all of those, getting back into the community, having some fun, networking, and those are all like really encouraging. So we're almost towards the end of this year. So we have a couple more events left, but some of that's gonna be charged to the next executive board. Question for you all: what venue have you liked best this year? It was just a question from that Michael had up here. I know that's been in our surveys before. Usually we've been having our meetings on college campuses. We've hosted meetings at Georgia Tech, AUC, on Spelman's campus, Kennesaw State. Previously, we've had a meeting at Georgia Power. So what are some of your favorites? Because we like to move meetings around.
I think my favorite location, I guess, is at the Kennesaw campus. I guess partly because parking is free there at times, in comparison to some other campuses. But I guess that is one thing for the upcoming board as well. That if anyone at their job has like an open space that we can rent out or that we could have meetings at, I think that'll also be helpful as well. So.
So I'll just piggyback. KSU was my favorite campus as well. I mean, I loved all the campuses, but not only the parking, but the walk was shorter for me. So KSU, as far as the campus is concerned, I did enjoy the meetings at Georgia Tech. I mean, not Georgia Tech, at Georgia Power that we had the previous years. So hopefully we can get that venue back as well.
I like the venues for KSU as well. I know that it is a little bit of a drive coming up I-75 during peak traffic hours. I had spoken with Keith, one of our previous NSBE chairs, and he had mentioned that just having one standardized location for the meeting would be best, because if we had sort of that consistency, then people would know, okay, we have an event here, it'll be in this specific room at this place. I wanted to hear from the board and see what their thoughts would be on having a static location for meetings as opposed to moving around to different locations. They both have their benefits and challenges. So you guys have any opinions on that?
I like having, I agree with Lau. I like having the events at Georgia Power. KSU is cool for those, especially for those on that side of town. But in regards to like something for a professional development event or even general body, if you're able to reserve a spot at Georgia Power, it is not the easiest thing, but if you're able to do it, then I like those locations, or like that location in particular. But that's just me.
I guess I agree. I guess I did kind of like going to different campuses. It did kind of give us the opportunity to see different places, and also if we were like on a college campus, we could make that connection to those collegiate chapters. But I do think that it would be beneficial if we could have not a permanent location, but a consistent location. But I guess that's just something that we need to, I feel like, look within our own, for the upcoming board and within our own resources to see if that's possible for the upcoming year.
I'll have to agree as well. Having a static location would be beneficial, and having that consistent flow of traffic to that one static location will probably yield more consistent turnouts. I think we probably could combine that with maybe having a corporate sponsor, perhaps not just having that sponsorship, but also allowing us to reserve space on their campus or one of their campuses, can maybe knocking out two birds with one stone. So once again, maybe something for the future board to consider as well.
Yeah. Those are all good. We have a comment from Irving. He would like to suggest two events. They're on local radio stations that would have national coverage. WCLK have about a pledge drive annually where nonprofits man their phone banks, enables a spokesperson to rap. Near Christmas every year, Derek Bozeman has a community toy drive on WAOK. Among us, we could donate about $500 on behalf of NSBE to either purchase 6 bikes or educational Christmas toys. And during each public appearance, it would enable about 2 chapter reps or officers. So it gave us something else to think about, getting out in the community and maybe spreading awareness about what NSBE does. And thank you, Irving. While we're talking about events, I want to take the time to plug our next general body meeting and where we're going to swear in officers, as well as hear from our sponsoring company, which is UPS. So can y'all see my flyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So leveraging your engineering degree with UPS in 3 weeks, Tuesday, May 15th at 6:30 at Kennesaw State Marietta campus in the Engineering Technology Center, room 106. After 6:30 or after around 6 p.m., parking is free on their campus, and you can park in either deck 60 or lot 30. Like I said, we'll be hearing from UPS, Mr. Neon Chapman. He's the plant engineering director there. He'll speak about career advancement and opportunities that UPS has. I heard they are hiring. So if you're looking for a job, this is the meeting to come to. Please register in advance on Eventbrite so we can count the number of people we expect to have for food purposes. So you just go to Eventbrite and you click register and you select your type and you hit checkout, but it's free. So checkout's really easy. Do we have any other comments?
I know it was mentioned earlier, but we are having our last district-wide meeting this Saturday. So if you like to volunteer, we're asking that you be there for 8. And tomorrow we will be having a volunteers call just to go over the events for Saturday. So if you're interested, email me.
Oh, yeah. So Deanna's email is pci@nsbeatlantaprofessionals.org, by the way, just in case you didn't have it. So Elizabeth, do you want to end with a quote?
Yes. This is from Barbara Bush. Some people give time, some money, some their skills and connections. Some literally give their life's blood, but everyone has something to give. Once again, that's from former First Lady Barbara Bush.
That's deep.
Thank you, Lyle.
Okay. Thank you all for taking the time to come share with us. Thank you, exec board members, for your time as well. And good night, y'all. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks to Bree. Great job.
Oh yeah, thanks, Bree.
Yeah, great job, Bree.
Good night, fam. Good job, Bree.
Good night. And we're kind of